welcome to bexbugoutsurvivor. So this is my version of the Foxtrot. The three biggest components of this system is this here, the GSR field pack here, which is for your respirator. On either side of that I've put two utility pouches, and in mine are housed water bottle, cup, drinks cup, and inside here is whatever I want it to be. Now Bulldog has been fantastic for me, absolutely fantastic, certainly on par with Issue for a little private company, and the things we look out for are good craftsmanship. This has the breathable mesh on the inner here of the shoulder band. My shoulder band has two rows of side by side pals. It also eliminates the ability for me personally to overload a system. So I have 2 litres of water, a drinks cup, a cooking cup, inside a stove. I have a backpack which can ride over the back of this system here, but I've also attached onto mine my helmet carrier, just in case I want a roll pad or I want a Basha. I'm using the Issue belt with this. There's my little Fisher Price one, so I'm going to stick to this platform belt here. 2 water utility pouches, pretty standard. Again, has the molly and offer the field pack up to it, and if I just house it upside down for a second, I can find out which 2 of these loops I'm going to go through. So working with my pack upside down to begin with, I'm going to put the GSR field respirator bag through them 2, then through these 2, and it's a weave between pouch and belt all the time, no matter what pouch it is. The only reason I'm not too keen on this Fisher Price version here is the spacings between the pals are far too close together. The last 2 coming up, coming through the last one, comes on to a click stud there and there. Let's click that into place. One here. That's the first part done. As you can see, there we have it. That is the GSR field respirator pouch on here. Now, rather than take one of my utility pouches and put it next to this on the pals, I'll be using the PALs here. Same procedure. The pouch itself, flick this upside down and start threading in. Once you know how to do pals molly, it'll become second nature to you. That's ready to bottle in. One there and one there. Got another one to do, and that fits on there in an identical manner. It just remains for me to put this Bulldog onto it. Now these clips here won't actually attach onto this system here, which is for webbing. However, the actual GSR field bag does have a D loop here, so I can get away with clipping straight on to the actual pack itself there. I just need to house this one here to a carabiner, but until I get my new Bulldog platform belt, that is going to have to do. Swap over this 58 belt to a click bottle. Now I would recommend at this point, this is the opportunity you have to put a much better belt through here, and I would certainly go for something like the Black Hawk Riggers belt. But first I need to thread this belt all the way through the actual platform. I've got hold of the other end. Wasn't too painful after all. Windshield with mine, this is what it looks like on the inside. I have a space over here which is plenty big enough for the jet boil if you don't want to go down the road of using a set like this. I've had 2 days ration pack in here, so now I'm going to attach my tactical gloves and my hatchet. One hammock grade carabiner. There is a loop here which I could attach, but I'm going through the actual ladder itself. So my gloves there, my hatchet here. So I'm coming down with the 4mm cord this way, and down here, always down, and you'll find a gap here. The reason that is there is to put your cord through until it comes out the other side. Again, back through this loop, and then secure it onto the belt itself with a knot. So that's all been secured in place with this cord here, little bungee cord. I'm just using 4mm, seems to do the trick. So in the main body itself would have to be the water filter also, and whatever bits and pieces. I've attached 2 loops, and that is so I can put my poncho in. My poncho, which has in the past become my tent in the past, a ground sheet. Don't want this to become a full webbing. Sugar, whitener, coffee, ration spoon. Dig into the field pack. You can use whatever stove you want. This just gives me a bit of joy using it. I like using it. It's not the smallest or the lightest. I don't pretend it is, but I really enjoy using it. I'm going to let this generator bar heat up before I actually adjust the regulator to turn it up. A lot of people start to turn this up on full power about now. Just let it do its thing for a minute. Dive back into my Foxtrot and get some water. Just enough for a brew. Okay, now I can start turning this up. And it'll start turning to a blue flame any second. The way I use this is to carry the catering, the water, the food, the stove, probably a poncho, rain gear. It does stop me from overpacking. I used to carry the water on the front here and here. Having it round the back like that has made a big difference. I never thought to do it before. It's about 60 quid to have one that's pre-made. Turn this right down. Let's just bubble that away. Yeah, about 60 quid. And you get the yoke and the Foxtrot rig itself. And it's all sort of sewn on, connected for you. If you want to make one, like I have, you'll need your yoke, a platform belt, GSR field bag, 2 utility pouches, and obviously you put whatever the hell you want inside and you use it however the hell you want. It's a PLCE, and this is how I'm using mine. I don't go for the backpack. I've got a shoulder sling over here, and inside I have a bedroll, which I prefer to put in the sleeping bag and the bivvy and everything inside the backpack. I just roll the whole lot up, put it on the sling. I just prefer it. It's not the first time I thought about putting the field pack on the very back of my lower spine. I hadn't considered putting the 2 utility pouches directly onto the pals of that field pack. So the little jars, unnecessary, but it's part of my glamping system because I'll be off for a wild glamp. Boy, I'm looking forward to doing that and having my own way and being comfortable and rather exotic. Now I may just take an ammo pouch off the little belt I originally started. Coffee somehow tastes better in the old 58 mug. Now I'm going to put my mag pouch for the SA80 maybe somewhere on the belt there, just so I have access to get a water filter. So I'm just going to pop this one on here. I definitely do not want to go down the road of this becoming a webbing. I want this purely to be styled in Foxtrot outfit, just as it is. I don't want to overload with too many pouches. That is as full as I want it. This is the Combat UK belt. Now it will be great to run a Bergen strapped through there and put water bottles on the sides here. Nothing goes to waste. I can even build another system with that. I've got plenty of pouches left over. And this time I'll probably go with utility pouches all the way around, similar to an airborne webbing, as where something like the rifles webbing, you're going to have a lot more ammo pouches. Not bad coffee, but time to go. Surprisingly more comfortable to wear than you'd actually think. Next route you're going to go down, of course, is Bulldog. I have the Bulldog platform belt in the post. I'm actually wearing the Bulldog yoke. I thought when I first tried this it was going to be uncomfortable having all that weight suspended right on my backside. I'm used to having the pouches riding on my hips. I can confirm, using the correct gear, it is comfortable. There's no discomfort on this at all. I thought the weight would drag down on my lower back. It isn't. It is just what you see here. So I'll be out with this rig tomorrow, along with a wool blanket perhaps, and a little fire. Find somewhere up there to nest for the night. And the temperature is going down as we speak, so to get away with just a wool blanket and a thermal insulator, that's going to be a challenge in itself.